welcome back to the channel. Listen, if you have not subscribed, you need to subscribe today. You need to like, comment, and share some feedback because we want to hear your stories. Dimples D. Drew, I love that you are telling your story. And today we're going to continue talking. We're going to continue having that conversation about your childhood. I know we left off the last time talking about the rooster. I don't know what the significance of that is, but you got to tell me about that rooster.
Dario, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you something. If when you grow up in our country life, like I have in Ellen Street, a small community like that, the rooster wake you up, right?
Right.
So, so like 6 o'clock in the morning or whatever, you don't need an alarm clock. It's your you just hear the rooster crowing. But um, we had I don't even know if he was a pastor. All me know say he was a church up there and then call him Brother Morgan. And
Hmm.
let me, Brother Morgan, let me tell you something. All you can hear is let me tell you something, Brother Morgan can belch. When you hear Brother Morgan belch, you say, you don't need no
It's
other
like
alarm
it's like
clock.
it's like a rooster belching.
Yes. So that's why when I said the rooster, yeah,
So that was a significant memory of yours, just Brother Morgan waking you up in the morning, just belching out loud, almost like a rooster will wake you up.
yes, man. When me say
Okay.
load, listen, you that's we're saying there next to your bed.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tell me more about some other significant stuff that happened during that time of your childhood.
You know, thinking back, one of the things that I will always go back to,
Mm.
me love to dance. I'm gonna tell you, from you hear music, me a bust a
Yeah,
wine.
we know he's a dancer for a long time.
Yeah, man. So from from a tender age, they used to have street dance and everybody go out there in the well, Miss Lou, there was that little Miss Lou shop where everybody go and shop.
Hmm.
So at the dance, kids, big people, everybody is there. But during this dance, I don't know if they had it every year or whatever. I just know there was dance, and it's always a dance contest where all of we did a dance, right? But for some reason, Pancho, who is my big brother, and Cheryl, which at the time was his girlfriend, them always win. They always I win the street dance. So
Mm.
when I think about Ellen Street, they're not Ellen
Yeah.
Street without Pancho and Cheryl a street dance. So that is very significant for me, you know.
So about what time that you was around 7, 6, 7 when you
I would
have
have,
witnessed that?
yeah. If I think back, because I left 1981, so I was 8. So yeah, like 6 or 7 years old. But I'm quite sure because I don't really remember everything.
Mm.
Probably started that street dance from where probably 4 or 5. When we, well, just thinking back, it's like, how could little Pickney do these
And street
things?
street dance is like almost like block party, right?
Yes,
Like if you think
yes,
about it, it's like a block party. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
So
yes.
that and we used to have that every week.
I mean, I think every week. I don't think it was every week. I really don't know how often they had it. Now you have me going to have to make a few call to the village who's still standing and do some research. Honestly, I don't remember. But now curiosity, I got kill the cat because I want to know how often it was.
But you
Ye-
just remember, say Pancho and him girlfriend just used to win every time them have street dance.
Yes, I'm always a win. But now that I'm an adult, I mean, I talk to you. No wonder if you did rig. Because how two people could always a win. I mean, no, me could have bust a dance and me never win yet.
Me not think it been big. Them just did good. Them
And
just did
it,
good too.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
did good.
I wouldn't be me if me never stood at door. You know, me very, you know me time. You know how I stay. You know
Mm-hmm.
how I am. You know how I am. Yeah.
So me know say that, like me say, me know say I dance for a long time. So maybe that you see Pancho and him girlfriend a dance and you pick up some things from them still.
Well, if I must make it be known, listen, me and my brother, we can't lick foot now, you know. Oh God, even when we got older, the 1 foot skank, you know nothing about that? Yes, we could have. Yeah, yeah.
Drew, you have to go explain to the people that what lick foot mean, you know.
Okay, so I guess like what is the crazy dance that they do when they shake a leg? What is that new dance that they have? Where I don't know how to explain it, but then they
And
have a
which new
dance that I
dancer?
see. Yeah, there's a dance when they say spank a leg. You know how they do the spank a leg? You ever saw
Oh,
them do that?
stanky leg, stanky
It's
leg.
yeah. I think that's the best way. I might be wrong. You know, the 1 foot skanky. You know, you have to be a Jamaican to understand. I'm in another island. They may call it something else because you know that when it comes to dancing, right?
Mm,
They just use the same dance and call it something else. So I would say speculating. I'm not wrong,
you
but I'm
like
gonna
the
say,
stanky leg. Okay.
yeah, that's my final answer.
So you never get in trouble if you go to dance late at night time.
No,
I sneak out, I sneak out.
no, I mean, never sneak out. You know, I think it was just a cultural thing. I think it was something that we
Oh,
all went because, like I said, it was kids and adults and everything. It's kind of like Grand Market Night. Do you know nothing about Grand Market Night?
yes, yes, I know about Grand Market Night.
Okay, so it's kind of, I think it's kind of similar to Grand Market Night, or maybe Dario. No, maybe, I'm going to make a phone call when we're done with you. Maybe we got street dance and leave street dance and walk down Mandeville for the Grand Market Night. You might be onto something. You're giving me something to research. Mm.
Yeah, me know, say them have street dance in Jamaica all the time. But this a sound like say is like a weekly competition
I
where you have to
don't.
come showcase your skills. But
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess I was too young to really remember the details of that. Good question. Hmm.
mm. So let's go on
Hmm.
for Ellen Street now. Cause I know the last time me and you talked, we talked about Ellen Street. What else went down on Ellen Street?
Well, since we are on the topic of Pancha and Cheryl,
Mm-hmm.
remember me tell you said we have a tank in the back of the house and a wood fire kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me explain what I when I say a wood fire, our outdoor kitchen, just to kind of, and then a tank is where the water we will catch the
What?
water.
Yeah, it catch like
Yeah.
it's like a drum that you put water in. Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Okay. So,
And then we have wood fire kitchen out back, so we don't have an indoor kitchen.
well, actually, we had an indoor kitchen, but the old we Mass Clinton had a wood fire kitchen and a indoor kitchen. I think we were
Okay.
like basically, I'm not sure, but back then because everybody didn't think we were the wealthy ones because our family was in foreign, which when I say foreign, I mean America. We us Jamaican cause when we young, we always say we people them that
Mm-hmm.
foreign.
We know, we
So
in foreign
okay.
over yonder.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So we had but we never really used it except for when my grandmother came home. We
Mm-hmm.
mostly used the outside kitchen. right? So the reason I brought that up, that is a significant part of my childhood. That back to Cheryl and Pancho, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and Cheryl and Pancho was standing by the tank, right? And the wood fire kitchen window faced the tank. I was supposed to be in there washing dishes, what would I say, wash plate? It's supposed to be washing the
Mm-hmm.
plate, but inquisitive kids want being a people business. So me got
You
fast.
there peep on them.
Yes, I was speaking, and he Pancho told me to come out the window, and I refused. And he took a pipe, and he take the
Mm-mm.
pipe, and he push it up, and he lick me in my face, like
Mm-mm.
right where my dimples is. I think the mark is still there. He licked me in my face, and at the time, my mom was there, and my father, my father come up to visit us, right? Because my father lived in another community called farm, so we come up to visit. And you know, when our parents come from America, them always bring goody, goody, goody.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Gloria called and tell Barry say, Pancho lick me in my face. Let me see if I could explain that in English because I'm talking fast. I don't know if my mom called my dad and told the story that my brother hit me in my face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So as little kids were there running, and I guess he thought he got away with doing what siblings do, licking at my face and whatever, and him get away with it. So my father come and he sent Pancho to go to the car, which the car was parked right up on the breadfruit tree me tell you about, where the green truck
Mm-hmm.
was. So Pancho
Mm-hmm.
know all happy things said goodies is in the car. There he You see when he catch the Valentine so listen, he gets so all I know is me can't remember if he ball or what. But let me tell you what stands out, and I will never forget it. You see, when Barry was leaving the night,
Mm-hmm.
my brother run down the gully. When I say gully, the house is up on the top, and then you go through the bushes. It's kind of hard to explain, but
It's like you know what I mean. It's like an embankment, like deep in the almost like a valley. Yeah, like the house that's on the top of the valley. I mean, the top of the hill, and then one grade, like it is graded down. I know what you mean.
there we are. Pancho run down the gully and storm Barry.
When do?
He fling Roxton after my daddy, after my father.
What in?
He stole my father.
But the boy bright.
I'm Miffy, I'm Miffy tell you. I'm the one to tell you. Oh my God. I guess he thought he got away with it. I told him I remember whipping from my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Me never know say. My mother know how to lick. You see that night there? Gloria in the thing saying get a beating from Barrington and get another one on top of it.
My God.
Lord,
And that's how, and that with them Jamaican parents, you know, them not afraid to beat, you know.
I'm Miffy tell you. I'm Miffy tell you.
So nobody believes they will get away with nothing.
Mm-mm, no,
Them not afraid for
no.
beat. So that was. So how you did feel about that now, where your brother lick you now and
Me feel good. You think say getting a licking at your face nice? And then get one bus behind you know. Get one, he get two, and he get a 2 for 1 deal. He
Well,
got a 2 for 1. He lick me one time and he get it 2 times.
when me and you talked years ago, you say you and your brother close. So how comes him do that now? That me I wonder about.
It wasn't being he was not doing that out of how to say it. Kids are going to be kids. Siblings are
Hmm.
going to be siblings. And if you and your sibling never fight, una no siblings. Okay?
Oh,
Come,
so him just
come,
that do it because you did know and I look out for him and him girlfriend. And I really
exactly. Because
ah
me nosy. You ever hear this saying when they say, your grandmother ever tell you, say, if you see a certain person at come, sit on panny.
me never hear that.
That was me. In other words, let's just say in my jig squeak and me
Eh,
at the window. If there is nobody to tell on him, you can't prove it, right?
got you.
So I am in the window and he's telling me to maybe he didn't want to bust a
So
kick can or
Jim
something.
Street you mean say him a sneak round.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
And the inquisitive one, kids are very inquisitive. So,
Right.
yeah, man, out the window, no, I'm not moving. But what's what I do? I want to see what they were doing, so I would not move. So, it's a brother and sister love. And as I told
Mm-hmm.
you, I
Mm-hmm.
was a I was a boy picking me. I wasn't a little girl. So, wherever he was, to how our relationship was, it was like batting and bench in the sense of, I guess my brother, we were just tied to each other. Wherever he
Mm-hmm.
went,
You was close with him,
yeah, very close.
and yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a
I say
bond.
you was a tomboy basically. You was tomboy because you saw him, and y'all was so close, so you kind of pick up some of his mannerisms or whatever. Like you was just wanting to be like him.
Yeah, because when he go off with mega call some name and I don't remember half of them. The face, but I remember the name. It used to be
Spare
Sleepy.
the people them name, man. What you call them name for?
No man, because they are boys. So wherever they were, Sleepy, Boy Blue, I am, me run behind him. It's
Mm.
kind of like they were girls, but it's being him live in the house together.
What the people?
So wherever
What the
you go,
people
I
them
want to
name?
go. Dell, which the girl, Dell, Boy Blue,
Mm.
and Sleepy. There are others, but we don't remember their name, right? So those stands out. Those like, for instance,
And that's not them people real name because
no, no,
in Jamaica, yeah, everybody have a nickname.
exactly.
Okay, okay. Which is why
Like
your brother named Pancho. Alright, that's
that.
his real name.
No, that's his nickname. I mean, Sandy, Sandy and
Okay,
Pancho. No, it's our
okay.
nicknames. Yeah, and I don't think anybody go through. Maybe there are people who go through having real names. I think it's an island thing, though. What's your nickname when you was in Jamaica? You didn't have a nickname?
But no, I tell him my nickname on this podcast. I
Oh,
tell him my nickname on the podcast. So you're mad. No, no,
oh.
no. Them used to call me Liquor Willie.
Listen, I mean, no, what? No, me no. Listen, you should have stick to what you just say. You know how I tell. You should have just left that way, did they? You should have just stick a
Yeah.
pin
So,
in that
so,
it.
so I know it out in the atmosphere now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. But it sounds like I mean your childhood. Man, you had a rich childhood, Drew. Just
yeah,
I mean, you have discipline. You have, the times where you have fun with your brother, right?
yes.
Just a rich childhood. What do you think?
If I was to sum it up, I had an awesome my childhood. We wouldn't trade it for $1 million. And a million. If I had to do it all over again, I would do it again. I wouldn't change it. Um, I had a village.
Hmm.
I have a lot of memories. And most of all, I was loved. I was loved by every corner at Ellen Street and other places let me not know. So I wouldn't change my childhood. I wouldn't. Would not. Mm. What about you? How was your childhood?
I agree with you. I had a rich childhood too. Discipline, you know, the the spiritual foundation, religious foundation, whatever you want to call it, because we used to go to church every Saturday, as you know. And listen, my grandmother beat until thy kingdom come, but I love her to death. Like I tell her that she'd have one bell called Mr. Manners, and
Mm.
you know what, Mr. Manners to touch her because my grandmother can beat. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I love my childhood. I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I think
I'm,
it shapes who I am today. You know.
I'm going to say this and then I'm going to let you go because I know you have to get back to work. My childhood is
Mhm.
what, as you said, is what shaped me to be the woman I am today. I know I was running jokes and I talk about the beating and the disciplines or whatever. Um, do I regret the beatings? No. Um, because like I said, discipline, it's not like they were murder. You get some lick, but it was none that was detrimental. And there were lessons learned behind it, right? In
Mhm.
everything we do, there is consequences. And that foundation shaped me and it taught me values. The love that I got, I think that is where I get my heart from, is because I just naturally just love people. I
Mhm.
when I walk into a room, I think I'm gonna put it. I'm not gonna think. I'm gonna now. I'm glad I came back to where I'm coming from because I used to wonder where I get my personality from. So when I walk in one room, it just light up.
Light up
And
the room. That is so true.
even though I don't remember my childhood fully, I can only imagine back then. I'm sure that I lit up the room because things just not happen. It come from somewhere, and I wouldn't change me for $1 million either, Dario, because I was taught to say thank you, um, open the door when I walk through the door to with a good morning, and that still live with me today. And treat people how you want to be treated.
Mhm.
And my
I'm glad
grandmother,
you.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'm glad you said that because we're sort of building the story of what your childhood was like, um, regardless of discipline and all of that. But there's parts of the story in your childhood that you've kind of shared with me that I wanted to unlock. Maybe not in today's episode, but in future episodes. I think is going to be beneficial for our audience here for you to share some of that, and maybe we can walk through it and you tell your story and we can kind of learn and grow and share it with the audience if that makes sense.
Okay, before I go, I want to thank each of you who comes have stopped over to Dimples D, the healing corner for Dimples D, and now you know where the Dimples and the D come from. If you're wondering why did I came up with the name, so I have had a vision for some time now, um, to tell my story, um, and I want each of you out there. My vision is to share my story to heal, hope and growth, healing, hope and growth. And I stand behind that. And as I go through telling my story, I want each of you to understand I am telling my story the best that I remembered it. I'm telling it from the lens of my eyes. There is two sides to every story, and this is not about blaming anyone. I am trying to identify some things. I'm on a healing journey, and my hope is that by sharing, making myself vulnerable to you guys, that it will help someone. And if you're listening to me now and you know someone that may have experienced something similar to what I have shared, please share my link and subscribe and comment below. And this is I would like this corner to be a place of safe, a safe space. Thank you. Dario, are you there?
Oh, I was waiting on you because you was sharing. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share your feedback. We're gonna unlock a lot of conversations, and we hope that you heal from these conversations that we have. Yeah. I look forward to it. Drew, I want to say thank you for. I'm honored, right, to be the one that you chose to go on this journey with you, and and to have the conversation.
Thank you, Dario, for being there for me. Thanks to help this vision come to light. And once again, I would like to thank each of you out there that is taking the time to listen to my channel. And love you guys.
All
Have a
right, bye
blessed
for now.
day.